We're live.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Thank you, Mark.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
We'll see ya. Bye. All right, well, we are live, so...
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100. It's Friday night and time for Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Tonight's game is driven by Greg Hubler Ford, located at the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie, or visit them at GregHublerAuto.com. And brought to you in part by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at UniversalRFG.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And by High Gear Marketing at HighGearMKTG.com. Now, let's go to the field for tonight's game of the week on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's a beautiful night for high school football as we get set for two rivals who, believe it or not, have never played on the gridiron. From Parker City, Indiana, on the campus of Monroe Central High School, this is exciting Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. And tonight, it's the 1A, number 5 ranked Monroe Central Golden Bears against Winchester. Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Hartley along with Sam Niger. This is one of 3 games we have for you tonight on the IndianaHighSchoolSports.net network. We also have Franklin and Danville, along with Hamilton Southeastern against Lawrence Central. Well, again, believe it or not, Muncie Central and West Winchester are separated by only 13 miles. And this is the first time these two rivals have met on a football field. John Hostetler is in his 11th year as coach of the Golden Bears. His club comes off a 10-1 season a year ago, falling to South Adams in the sectional by a 6-3 score in a mud bowl. Luke Jones was the team's leading receiver last season. He's now the quarterback. He'll be protected by a very young line that averages 227 across the front. On the other side, Winchester is coached by Mike Jones in his 11th season. The Falcons finished the 2021 campaign at 5-5, falling to Northeastern in the sectional. Winchester is an experienced group, but returned senior George Vacquez at the running back and linebacker positions. The Falcons will rely on the 5'11 senior for a big year. It's Monroe Central and Winchester. Back with the starting lineups after this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Could you see any levels?
I'll keep an eye out for it this time, but yeah, up here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's how you can tell.
Yeah.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
All right, we are starting.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Monroe Central as we're getting set for the Bears against the Winchester Falcons tonight. Here are the starting lineups. Well, first of all, for Winchester offensively, the Falcons at 5-5 last year, 5-3 at Tri-Eastern Conference. Mike Jones in his 11th season was 59-49 at Winchester. At split end is Graydon Moyer, a 6'1", 180-pound junior for the Falcons. Up front, the Falcons go Brandon Jones, a 5'9", 180-pound sophomore. Spencer Farrington, a 6'2", 190-pound junior. Tim Edwards is the center at 6 foot 220 pounds and a junior. Brock Goforth, 6'2", 175 pounds and junior. Andy Tony, 5'11", 235 pounds and a junior. And the tight end is Lucas Tarter, 6'2", 205 pounds and a sophomore. The quarterback for Winchester is Adam Moore, 6'4", 180 pounds junior. And the running backs, George Vasquez, 5'11", 155 pounds and a senior. Evan Duncan, 5'8", 160 pounds and a sophomore. And the fullback is Colton Root, 5'10", 190 pounds and a sophomore. For Monroe Central offensively, they'll go this way. They've employed two tight ends, Will Huckstetler, 5'11", 165 pounds and a junior up front. The Bears have Dalton Cummings, 6'3", 230 pounds and a junior. Jack Cooper, 5'11", 215 pounds and a junior. The center is Levi Petz, 5'11", 275 pounds, a freshman. Colton Tinsman, 5'11", 200 pounds and a senior. And Lane Wilson, 5'11", 215 and a sophomore. The tight end is Cole Munchell, 6'4", 225 pounds and a senior. Last year, Munchell spent most of his playing time on the defensive side of the football. The quarterback for Monroe Central is Luke Jones, 5'10", 185 pounds senior. And as we said in the opening, Jones was the leading receiver last year for the Bears. The running backs, Ryland Case, 5'9", 150 pounds and a junior. Jeremiah Allen, 5'8", 180 pounds and a sophomore. And Isaiah Mangus, 6 foot, 190 pounds and a junior. Defensively from Monroe Central, here's how they'll go. They'll go with a 4-3 defense. Hunter Page at 6 foot, 195 pounds and a senior. Julius Ullum, 6 foot, 225 pounds, a freshman. Logan Horn, 6'5", 280, a sophomore. And Cole Munchell, he'll go both ways, 6'4", 225 pounds and a senior. The linebackers, Ryder Bowling, 5'10", 165 pounds and a junior. Lane Wilson, 5'11", 215 pounds as a sophomore. Isaiah Mangus also will see double duty at 6 foot 190 pounds in a junior. Rylan Case is at one corner, 5'9", 150 pounds in a junior. Elijah Taylor, who will also double as their kicker, both on place kicking and on point afters and field goals. Taylor at 6'1", 185 pounds in a senior. Cole Ludite, 5'8", 145 pounds in a junior. And Justice Olman, 5'10", 170 pounds and a sophomore. Defensively for Winchester, they go, ironically enough, with a three-man front but with 5 linebackers. Up front for Winchester, they play a lot of guys both ways. Andy Toney, 5'11", 235 in a junior. Logan Stump is a nose guard, 5'6", 150 pounds and a sophomore. Spencer Farrington will be on the other side of the nose, 6'2", 190 pounds in a junior. The linebackers, Evan Duncan, 5'8", 160, a sophomore. We talked about Vasquez, Colton Rubens in the middle. Ron Coburn, Randy Jones, 5'9", 180 pounds, a sophomore. And the defensive backfield, we have Braden Boyer, Adam Moore, quarterback, Clayton Yannick, 5'9", 135 pounds, and a sophomore. We'll have more thoughts about tonight's ball game as the Monroe Central Bears have entered the playing field. After we pause for this break on Indiana High School Sports Talk.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Turn the mic up.
The Monroe Central community, thank you for your service. Now, we roll 3 tries and remove your hats. And direct your attention to the flag at the top end of the field for the playing of our national anthem.
From Monroe Central, our national anthem. Welcome back to Parker City, Indiana. Monroe Central High School, we're getting set for football here. Week 1 of the Indiana High School football season. And we'd like to remind everybody, go to our website. Throughout, obviously you're watching tonight, but tomorrow and subsequent weeks, we have up-to-date scores, we have game recaps that will be posted late tonight and tomorrow morning. Talking about your favorite teams, your favorite players. We do have 1 score in already, actually 2. Clinton Prairie leads West Dell 8-0 in the first quarter. Madison Grant with a 13-point lead over Tri Central, 13-0. So we're getting set for football here. I'd like to welcome Sam Niger to the broadcast. And Sam is a freshman at Ball State, and he'll be anchoring the play-by-play duties. As much of the old guy kind of stumbled through his way here. But Sam, welcome to Indiana High School Sports.net.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. Happy to be here. Hopefully we have a great game tonight.
I think we're having a great game. And, you're going to take over the play-by-play duties here in a little bit, and I'll try not to embarrass you here. So But we got a great crowd. What a great night for football across. And this is your first experience of Indiana high school football. And you're from the Cincinnati area. Do you guys play some football over there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But this is a super great atmosphere here. You just can't argue with the experience of high school football. These players have been working all summer, and they're going to get to showcase it for the first time here tonight. It's a great feeling. Both the players and fans can't wait to get started.
Well, next week we'll be at Frankton.
Yes.
Blackford at Frankton, I believe, is the ball game. So you'll be over there, and we've got another student coming up from Butler to help, and gives you guys an opportunity to practice it, because you want to do play-by-play down the road. I think this is a great teaching tool for you. So hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Absolutely, and a great platform for us here at IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Hopefully we'll be bringing you some great games all season long, and this, of course, our game of the week here in East Central Indiana. And we're just moments away from kickoff now.
We are, and both teams are out at the 50-yard line, and it looks like the refs are going over some duties, etc. So why don't we take a quick break? We'll be back with the opening kickoff after we pause for this 30-second break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Ray Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Ray Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Back in Monroe Central, we had the coin flip, and both teams are getting their last-minute instructions. Monroe Central here on the near side for Coach John Hostetler, and on the far side, Winchester and Coach Mike Jones. The Bears dressed in their home gold jerseys with white pants, brown helmets, gold and brown trim on the pants. Here come Winchester out on the field with their traveling white uniforms and black numerals, black helmets. So Monroe Central will get the football to start the ball play. And deep for Monroe Central, Jeremiah Ola, number 20. The lights on. As I drove in here, the lights were on already. People were getting fired up. They had the grill going over here. Again, this is the first time these two teams have ever played. And the schools are roughly 13, 14 miles away from each other. We had a nice student tailgate before the event, and I think that was well attended.
Great crowds from both sides tonight, too. Those visitor stands are filled up, especially it looks like there's some students out there as well, so we certainly can't wait to get started.
Elijah Zippler will kick it off, it appears, for Winchester. We're getting set for week 1 of Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, and we're underway. Ball is taken all the way back there by Brylan Case, and he takes it across the far side. Knocked out of bounds, and that's where Monroe Central will take over. As Luke Jones trots onto the field for the first time as quarterback for the Bears.
Jeff Willen, Joe Frazier, Cody Harmon, Jordan Willen, Alan Morris.
Kind of a little wonky press box. You got to move your head around. I'm vertically challenged, so it makes it tough. Looks like the football will be spotted around the 33-yard line, and that's where Monroe Central will take over. We had a penalty. Looks like it's going to go back to probably around the 25, 23-yard line. So they're going to spot it around the 20. And that's where Monroe Central will take over.
First and 10 from 19.
Jones in the gun. He's got Owen to his left. Jones rolls near side, looks for the option, takes it upfield, breaks one tackle, and he's knocked down and has it up for the first down. So nice game there by the Bears, gain around 22 yards. And first play of the game, his first snap, and he picks up the first down.
And we see right away they're using the athleticism of Jones to run the offense. We saw that they might maneuver the offense around Jones, and the QB keeper that time is good for a first down.
Jones in the gun again, Owen to his right. Bengals here on the near side of the slot. Jones, back to throw. Dumps it, far side. Case has it, and he is rolled out of bounds over there on the far side. Looks like he's 3, maybe 4.
And that's good
Second down and a long 6.
That's good coverage that time from Winchester, trying to get the ball out of Jones' hands quickly. They saw how much damage he could do on the first play. See if they can't try to slow him down here early. That's going to be a tall task, though, with the amount,
No doubt.
with the weight and the height that Monroe Central has up front.
Second down and a long 6. Case motions here on the other side. Handoff goes to Ullum, and he doesn't find anything. No gain on the play by Ullum. Trying to find some running room up the left side.
That's good to establish the run game early. They did it on that first play with Jones. Now they're trying to go to the running back. We'll see if we don't see a more balanced attack here from Monroe Central as we start to roll along here in the first quarter.
George Vasquez in on the tackle for the Falcons.
And Vasquez, one of the few returning players from Winchester.
He only played 6 games last year, had 39 tackles on the season. 14, a season high of 14 against Northeastern. Jones in the gun, all to his left. He takes a snap, back to throw. Heavily pressured there by Winchester. Jones loses control of the football, gets it back, and he's going to be brought down well short of the first down. So the 4th down, and Elijah Taylor will come on to punt for the Bears.
Already you see the excitement over there on the Winchester sideline. They are ready to play here on opening week 1 here for East Central Indiana High School football.
A lot of adrenaline running, that's for sure. Winchester gets off a nice little kick, bounces around the 20-yard line, goes out around the 18 or 17-yard line, and that's where Winchester will take over. We'll take a break, get to this 30-second timeout on Indiana High School Sports.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, back in Monroe Central, Winchester takes over on downs, and Vasquez takes the Wildcat, and he gets a gain of around 6 yards. Works the left side, tackled by a host of Bears. Getting up over there is one of the Ullum boys. Up-tempo offensive play by Winchester. There's Vasquez again. He breaks a tackle, gets a first down across the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And we mentioned at the start of the broadcast that Vasquez was going to be the guy for Winchester here this season, and already relying on him heavily here on this first job.
Sure, Mike Jones with the hurry-up offense. Adam Moore, 6'4", 180-pound junior quarterback. Vasquez gets the call again. And he's wrapped up by a host of Bears. Jeremiah Ullum on the tackle. Loss of 2, second down and 10. And what do we have here? Actually, no gain on the play. We have a flag.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a false start perhaps on Winchester. That fast-paced offense got the better of them that time.
It's an inexperienced front. Running in practice is one thing, game situation is another.
Still awaiting the call here on the field, though.
So it's offsides on the Bears.
So really that fast-paced offense worked to the advantage of
Yes,
Winchester that time. Golden Bears not necessarily ready for it. They're going to move the sticks.
They'll make it second down and long 5. Scores from around the area. Yorktown leads Anderson 7-0 in the second quarter. Hamilton Heights 13, LaPel 0, also in the second quarter. Shotgun, there's Moore, takes it up the gut. Can't find any running room, and he's wrapped up from behind the line. Loss of about 1 or 2 yards.
Smothering defense that time from Monroe Central. They weren't letting him get
Hunter
anywhere near
Page
that
on the
line.
tackle. He had 34 tackles last year, 10 solos, 8 for loss. 3rd and long for Winchester. Moore in the shotgun. Vasquez. Moore fakes the pitch to Vasquez, and he's wrapped up right away.
Really great read that time up front from Monroe
Ryder
Central.
Bolin wasn't fooled whatsoever. He makes a tackle. That'll bring up 4th and long, and we'll see if Winchester will punt. It looks like they will.
So some great defensive starts from both sides here. Even though Winchester was getting wrapped up front quickly, they continued to go with that rapid offense.
Nate Winkle to do the punting duties for the Falcons. Oh boy, he drops the football, and he is thrown for a huge loss. Huge loss, and Ullum wrapped him up. And great field position is what the Bears will have here with 7:35 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Well, Steve, special teams can make or break football games, especially with early mistakes for Winchester. That could come back to bite them as we start to wind down in the first quarter with Monroe Central taking back over.
Well, Jones comes to the line in the gun for his second series. Mangus here on the near side. 1st and 10 from around the 27-yard line. Jones fires over the middle. It's complete. Case has it. And just inside the 5 to around the 2-yard line.
And that's a fantastic route, a great pitch and catch. Jones remained calm under pressure that time. He had a man coming around the edge, barreling down, and he was still able to deliver a great throw. And now some great position for Monroe Central to see if they can't punch in the first touchdown.
Completion of around 20-plus yards. And the Bears will come back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 2. As Jones hands it off to Ullum, and he drives off the right side of the line. Did he get that? And he did! And Ullum scores the first touchdown of the season for the Bears. And they have an early 6-0 lead with 7:07 to go here in quarter number 1.
That's a gutsy series that time from Monroe Central. Able to take advantage of the miscommunication and the botched snap on the punt from Winchester. Punched it through, and they got the early lead here in the 2022 high school football season.
Elijah Taylor will come on for the extra point. He'll try to put the Bears up by 7.
Now, you and I talked about this. Taylor is one of the top field goal kickers in the East Central Indiana area, and he punched it through that time.
He really is. He's got to be best on like 4.5 attempts last year, and he just put this one through the upright. So with 7:07 to go here in the first quarter, it's Monroe Central 7, Winchester nothing. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
2, 1, it's you.
Well, turnovers are the name of the game, and Winchester almost had one. They had a bad snap on a punt, and Jeremiah Ullum wrapped that ball player up with check that Brent Island case, and the Bears came down the field on a very nice pass from quarterback Luke Jones over the middle of the case, and then Jeremiah Ullum punched it from 2 yards out. So the Bears kick it off. And it's fielded there on the far side by Winchester. Looks like Vasquez. Vasquez was the top returner a year ago. He got the punch on that one. The Falcons will take over 1st and 10 from around the 26-yard line.
Already it's got to be go time if you're Winchester. They came out hot on defense. Special teams let them down. Now they got to regroup. And we're going to see a true test for the Falcons here early in the season.
They have a few scores from around the area. Of course, she'll be at Frankton next week. Tipton leads Frankton in the second quarter, 13-7. Westdale is on the board against Clinton Prairie in the first quarter. They trail 8-6. Here come the Falcons to the line. Vasquez takes it out of the Wildcat, and he's wrapped up from behind.
Love a little old school Wildcat football that time, and Vasquez is the guy who's going to be running it all game for Winchester. Looks like they're going to be relying heavy on the ground game, yet to pass here in the first quarter.
Cole Munchell on the tackle, the 6'4", 225-pound senior. He had 37 tackles a year ago. Interesting offense. You know, Adam Moore will line up and then they'll snap it to Vasquez. On the carry here is Evan Duncan, and he puts his head down around the right side. Picks up about 6 yards or so. It's going to be third down and short.
The one thing about these short, choppy runs from Winchester is that's going to start wearing down that Monroe Central defense pretty quickly here, especially with a lot of guys playing both ways.
Well, we'll see if they snap it directly again to Vasquez. Or in the shotgun, he takes it, he'll run it up the gut himself, tries to make a move, and he is going to be short. Well, we'll see. The officials have stopped it. We may have a measure. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the sticks.
So Winchester with their first down of the night.
Quarterback Adam Moore mishandled the snap a little bit that time. It was a good job regathering himself and pushing up the middle.
Moore to the line. Moyer here to the near side. Vasquez to the left. Duncan in motion. Moore takes it again himself. Runs it right up the middle. Across the 40-yard line to around the 43. Be a pickup of about 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5 for Winchester.
The athleticism of these quarterbacks on display here early. Some hard-nosed guys running right up the middle of the field, taking some shots, showing off what they've been putting in the weight room all offseason.
A lot of hurry-up offense. Once again, here's Vasquez. He gets the snap directly from the center, looks for running room, cuts it to the 45, and he's brought down there close to the first down marker.
That was great hesitation that time from Vasquez. He put his hand on the back of his blocker in front of him, let his blocker do the work, and then just found the hole. That's great running.
Hunter Page in there on the tackle for Monroe Central. He had a season-high 7 tackles last year against Purdue Polytech. Be third and short, and the referees are calling timeout. Looks like we may have a measure. Referees confirmed over there on the far side. A couple of other scores. Jay County leads Blackford in the second quarter, 28-0. Lebanon leads Pendleton Heights 6-3. Here's Vasquez again, gets the first down, runs it over the right side, pickup of about 6 yards, and it'll be another first down for Winchester.
And it seems like each time that Winchester runs the Wildcat, it gets more smooth. It feels more comfortable. They're running hard, and they're starting to pick up more yards per play. We'll see if they don't pick up the tempo of their offense as well here as time rolls on.
Isaiah Mangus picks up the tackle. 6', 190-pound junior. Here's more busted play. Munchell misses him. Long bomb down the left side, and it's incomplete.
That was nearly catastrophic for Winchester. Moore had a man barreling down at his back, just took a shot downfield. He had a man. It was a little bit of a risky throw, but lucky for Winchester that it falls incomplete and they don't take a loss on the play.
Long bomb there from Adam Moore. He just missed his receiver. And that'll bring up second down and 10 from right at the midfield stripe. Moore lines up behind center in the gun. Moyer here to the near side. Vasquez to his right. He takes the snap. Cuts up the middle, breaks one tackle, comes here to the near side. He's got one man to beat. Very close to 30, and he's brought down at the 26, 25-yard line. Justice Ullman on the tackle, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. And Winchester is able to run the ball pretty effectively here in the early going.
That's great hustle that time from Ullman. Vasquez had a hole, and he was looking downfield into some green space. Great job by Ullman, tracking him down and bringing him down.
Hurry-up offense again, employed by the Falcons. And Duncan in motion to the far side. He gets right here to the near. He lines up with the slot. Vasquez takes it again. He gets it across the 30-yard line down to 26, 27.
Vasquez is barely through Monroe Central right now, making a lot of guys miss after contact. And he has been a key factor here early in this first quarter, despite the lack of score for Winchester.
Looks like a pickup of around 5, so he's second down and 5. Moore takes it, gets the football goes directly to Vasquez. He's dragging defenders across the first down marker, and he's inside the 20. It's another first down here for Winchester.
Got some good misdirection before the play that time for Winchester to draw the attention away from Vasquez, and he was able to get a little bit of a hole off to the right side of the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 from the 15. We'll see if Vasquez gets it again. Duncan in motion. Vasquez picks it up over the left side. And looks like he picked up around another 5 yards. So it looks like the Bears are able to run pretty effectively here in early going. Check that. Moore lines up behind center. Takes the Vasquez, tries to drive it. He's wrapped up behind. Julius Oliver, 6 foot, 225-pound freshman. Wraps him up from behind. Bring up another third down and 5. Third and 5 from the 11. Winchester into deadlock this game. Monroe Central leads 7-0 with 2:16 to go here in quarter number 1. Moore takes the direct snap, runs it up the middle. It's a big push, an even bigger push, and looks like he may have another first down.
That's a great push by the offensive line at that time from Winchester. They do not have the advantage up front in terms of size, but they are making their will felt here in the first quarter against Monroe Central.
The biggest kid up front is Andy Tony at 235. Center Tim Owens is at 220. So it's going to be 4th and short. And they're going to go for it. Why not? Oh, now they're giving the first down. Okay, they didn't have the yard marker correct. So it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from around, looks like the 6-yard line. Vasquez gets Jeremiah Owen in on the tackle.
Ullum again with another key tackle that time from Monroe Central. Vasquez had been running it down their throats a little bit, but Ullum is not going to let that get in his way as he wraps him up for a big one on 1st and goal.
Good ball player. So I'll bring up 2nd and goal from around the 7-yard line. Ball behind center again in the gun. Big straight back, fires here over to the far side, and the pass is incomplete.
We have not
intended for Nate Winkler.
We have not seen a lot of throws from Winchester here early, and I think that's going to continue. Maybe just trying to catch Monroe Central off guard there, but it backfired on Winchester just a bit that time.
Minute 31 to go here in quarter number 1. Monroe Central with a 7-point lead. Winchester knocking on the door here. 3rd and goal from the 7. Moore takes a snap, hands it off to Duncan on the far side. He's racked up and by a host of Bears, and he's going nowhere.
That is a fantastic read by Monroe Central that time. Really bunkering down in their defensive red zone and holding Winchester that time.
Well, they'll bring up a 4th down, and Mike Jones is going to go for it. We'll look to go for the 7. The clock continues to run with 5 to go.
Gutsy call here very early in the first half, I should say, as the first quarter is starting to wind down. But they've had a lot of offensive success here in this first quarter, especially on this drive.
Duncan lands it here on the other side. Jones back to throw. Heavy pressure. He loses one tackler, but not the second. And he goes down. Big Julius Owen, 6 foot, 225 pounds, a freshman, was in on a tackle for the Bears, and the Bears will take over with 42.8 to go here in quarter number 1.
Another great defensive read by the Bears that time. Once again, the red zone defense holds strong. That's going to go down as the 2nd turnover on downs for Winchester.
It's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. the inability to convert here in this first quarter, especially getting that punt away or the lack thereof, has definitely hurt them because they had some offensive success there on that drive.
Jones comes to the line. Receiver motion here to the near side. Jones keeps it over on the far side and doesn't really get up anyways. Brought down from behind the line of scrimmage by a host of Winchester Falcons. And receiver John Holstad is the clock right now.
And outside of that Monroe Central drive, the two-play drive that put them into the end zone after the botched punt, this has been a very defensive first quarter. Great reads from both sides. A lot of hustle from the guys that don't have the ball.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Monroe Central hurries to the line with 6 seconds to go. We'll see if they let the clock run out. And snap it. Jones takes it up the gut, breaks one tackle, picks up the gain of maybe 2. And that'll be into the first quarter of play. Your score, Monroe Central 7, Winchester nothing. Back to Monroe Central after Boston's Springfield, Indiana High School Sports Roundup.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Just kidding.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
2, 1.
Well, back at Monroe Central in Parker City, Indiana, we are getting set to start the second stanza of play. Monroe Central, the number 5 ranked team in Class 1A in the state of Indiana, leads Winchester 7-0 as we get set to start the second quarter of play. Monroe Central going left to right. Luke Jones at quarterback, he'll lead his team to the line. A lot of up-tempo direction from both ball clubs so far. Jeremiah Ullum to Jones's left. Bunchel here on the near side. A big tackle a series ago for the Bears. Luke Jones, top receiver for Monroe Central a year ago. Gets a snap. Quick toss left side to Ullum.
Keep going.
He's got some speed. Makes one tackle, gets across the 20-yard line to around 23. That'll be a first down for Monroe Central.
Crucial play that time. First play of the second quarter, executed beautifully from Ola.
Spotted at the 23, just underway here in the second quarter. Jones looks over to get the call from Coach Hostetler. Scores from around the area. Clinton Prairie has added another 8 on Westdell. They lead 16-8. Here Coach Jones in the line. He's under center. Lone man in the backfield. We have a whistle and we have a timeout. So Coach Hostetler calls timeout with 11:27 to go here in the half. It's Monroe Central 7, Winchester 0. Back after this on Indiana High School Sports.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
4, 3, 2.
Scores from around the area tonight. Second quarter, Yorktown leads Anderson 13-0. It's Tipton 13, Frankton 7, also in the second quarter. Shenandoah 22, Elwood 0, also in the second quarter. And it's been a rough night for Blackford. They trailed Jay County 41-0. Also in the second quarter of play. Hamilton Heights leads the Pell 13-0. in the second quarter. It's Lebanon 6, Pendleton Heights 3, Newcastle 12, Franklin County 6, and Clinton Prairie 6, West Dow 6, that in the late first quarter. With 11:27 to go here in the half, Luke Jones comes to the line, operates in the gun, Case to the far side in motion. Here comes Jones. Jones looks for a block, gets a little pick there, and he gets across the 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds around the 31. So he'll be close to the first down.
Great
We'll
play
see where they
design.
mark it. They're going to give him the first down. So where are they?
Great play design that time for Jones, using his athleticism again, starting with nobody in the backfield with him.
They're going to give him the first down. So they spot the ball around the 33-yard line. Jones again in the gun. Double receivers on both sides. All in motion to the far side. Jones fakes the handoff to Ullum, takes it right up the gut, and there's a flag on the field. Jones gets a first down, just shy of the 45. The bonus foul at the 44, but we've got a flag. We'll see what we have here momentarily.
Jones is running with a purpose here in this first half. He has had a lot of big plays for Monroe Central on the ground.
He has, and the penalty's going to go against the Bears. We'll see if it's a hold. Yep. It's a hold against Monroe Central, and that'll bring it back. 11:04 to go here in the first half. Both teams probably with a few nerves.
Yeah, this does definitely change the approach here for the rest of this drive, though, from Monroe Central. Neither of these teams throw the ball very much, so we'll see if Monroe Central doesn't try to open the playbook up a little bit here on offense, now faced with a 1st and 20.
They're going to spot the ball at the 16. So Jones and company have their work cut out for them. Munchell and Case line up here to the near side. Ullum, and it's a wing back to the right. Jones in the gun. He takes a snap back to throw. Dumps it over to the middle of Munchell, and that did not fool Winchester's defense. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
They brought the heat that time on Jones.
Andy Toney in on the tackle for Winchester. He had 12 tackles on the season last year. Again, a lot of inexperience up front for Winchester.
Still, though, they've played well. They've looked pretty settled. They've made some good plays, some crucial tackles against Monroe Central. Again, only giving up 1 touchdown.
2nd and long. Football spotted around the 28-yard line. Twins on the far side. Munchell here on the near side. All over the slot. Jones back to throw again. He has his man over there on the far side. Breaks 1 tackle and gets out to around the 40-yard line. Ball will be spotted around the 38.
Big chunk play that time to make it 3rd and reasonable for this Monroe Central offense. Now they have plenty of options for 3rd down.
Isaiah Mangus on the reception, a 6', 190-pound junior. So it'll make it 3rd manageable. 9:34 to go here in the first half. Clock is running. Monroe Central Athletic Director Josh Burkett will be our guest at halftime. 3rd and a long 4. Near side here is Jones. They play him out to Case. Here goes Jones. Oh, breaks the tackle. Nifty right on here on the part of Jones. Oh, he's elusive.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a nice read by Jones, hesitating behind the line of scrimmage a little bit before he picked his path, and he knifes his way through the Winchester defense that time.
He rolls it up to around the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Monroe Central. Bears looking to get in some form of continuity and momentum here in the second quarter. Ball to the left of Jones. Takes a snap. Quick pitch to Ullum. Makes 1 tackle across the 50, and he is wrapped up by a host of Winchester defenders. Let's see if they get him forward progression. And it looks like they're going to spot the ball around the 49-yard line of Winchester. Up right into this field stripe. So a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Well, we talked about how young this Winchester defense is, especially, and they've put up a good fight here early, and with being hungry,
Gotta give them credit.
Yeah, with being young comes a lot of hunger, and they're showing it here tonight in this first half.
Winchester in Class 2A here in the state of Indiana. Case in motion. Jones back to throw. Pressured. Fires. Rainbow here on the near side. It's caught by Monroe. First down there. Monroe went up. He used the 6'4" frame. Grabbed the ball. He's down to the 30-yard line and a first down for Monroe Central.
That is a fantastic pitch and catch from Jones, but Munchell did a lot of the work there, showed off his athleticism. You mentioned that 6'4" frame. Wasn't a perfect pass, but he hauled it in and he moves the sticks for Monroe Central.
So 1st and 10. Football spotted right on the 30-yard line of Winchester. Case in motion. Here's Jones. Fake it down. Jukes one guy and goes over on the far side and maybe close to the first down.
Jones making some defenders miss in the backfield. A little shiftiness. Yeah. Well, I think that comes maybe with being a wide receiver as well. The route running, don't see much of that in the backfield, but it certainly paid off there.
Well, he steps out of bounds. Second down at 1. Stops the clock with 7:36 to go here in the half. The Bears on a drive. All lines up to the left. Motion here to the near side. Jones rolls right. Dumps over the middle of the Case. Case picks up a couple and he's brought down.
For a guy in Jones who's starting his first ever game in quarterback, he looks really comfortable in the pocket. You saw him there. He read through his options before finally checking it down in the middle of the field. It wasn't the big, sexy play, but it was the nice short one that moves the sticks.
Here's how it works as long as it works. And Case's effort picks up a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears. Around the Winchester 20-yard line. Receiver here on the near side. Jones operating out of the gun, Owen to his right. Here's Owen. Breaks one tackle, gets across down to close to the 15-yard line. That'll bring up second down. He's second down and around 7.
You know, not a huge play that time from the Golden Bears, but I love the balance that they're showing on offense right now. They look really comfortable on this drive especially.
Frankton has come from behind. They have a 14-13 lead over Tipton at the half. Madison Grant putting it on Tri-Central at halftime, 35-0. Here's Jones operating again out of the gun. All to his right. Jones back to throw, fires over the middle. And is that Munchell? It is not. It's Will Hostetler. Son of John, the coach.
Perfectly designed play once again from Monroe Central, keeping Jones comfortable in the pocket. He delivers the throw cleanly and quickly. And we've got a 1st and goal now for the Golden Bears once more.
Hostetler, a tall target at 5'11", 165-pound junior. That'll bring up 1st and goal from around the 6 with 6:05 to go here in the half. Here's Jones lines up behind center, one of the few times he's done so. Case here to the near side. Toss right and wrapped up quickly is Colton Ruth for Winchester, the 5'10", 190-pound sophomore. Read that the entire way. And the second down goal.
I'll tell you what, Steve, both of these offenses for Winchester and Monroe Central have put together solid drives, but the red zone defenses are showing up right now for both of these schools. It's going to come down to who can punch it in.
Skylar Gillen, the 5'7", 170-pound sophomore. In the ball game, a running back for Monroe Central. Here's a toss back from Jones to Justice Allum. That doesn't go anywhere. Maybe a pick up 2 or 3 on the play to bring up 3rd down. 5:05 to go here in the first half. It's Monroe Central 7, Winchester 0.
You think perhaps we see a little trickery here, Steve?
I don't think so. I think they're going to try to run it down their throat. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd goal from the 5.
This is a big play on defense here, though, for Winchester. See if they can continue that part that we've seen on defense, and they can finish off a drive.
Hostetler lines up on the far side. I'll look to the left of Jones. 3rd and goal from the 5. Case comes in motion, sets a block, and into the end zone is Jones. Down around the corner, took the block from Case, and Monroe Central puts their second touchdown on the board here with 4:26 to go in the half.
Well, Jones owned that whole drive for Monroe Central, and he's able to punch it away at the end. I don't think he was looking to pass that whole play. He prances right into the end zone and gets himself on the board.
He was determined for sure. Elijah Taylor on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Jones. Snap is down. It was a bad snap. And the kick is no good. So with 4:26 to go in the first half of play, Monroe Central 13, Winchester nothing. Back after this on Indiana High School Sports.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
3, 2, 1.
Back at Monroe Central High School, we're in the number 5 ranked 1A. Monroe Central Bears lead Winchester by a 13-0 count. With 4:26 to go here in the first half of play. Elijah Taylor will kick it off for the Bears. High booming kick. That's going to take it into the end zone. So Winchester will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 20.
You think Taylor might have been upset after that last missed extra point because he took his anger out on that opening kickoff for sure.
Bad snap.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Jones tried to get it down. He just couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it enough loft on it. So Winchester will take over, and they've driven the ball down the field pretty well, but you got to give credit to Monroe Central's defense. They've been really stout when it counts.
Absolutely. We talked about how the game can be won and lost on special teams. We saw with the botched punt for Winchester, but the game can also be won and lost in the red zone. And right now, Monroe Central is winning that red zone battle, and that's what's got them ahead.
You think if Monroe Central isolated Don Vasquez, they'd be in great shape. And he gets the snap again out of the Wildcat. Drives it across the right side. It looks like Adam Moore is trying to be a lead blocker. He's a big kid, 6'4", 180. So Vasquez picks up around 4. He'll be stepping down around 6.
You talked about Monroe Central isolating Vasquez, and that's something that will adjust as the game wears on, for sure.
Oh, no doubt. Vasquez takes a snap again, runs far side, looks for a block. He doesn't find it. Hunter Page has been all over the field tonight for the Bears. He's in on the tackle again for Monroe Central. Brings down Vasquez from behind. It'll be 3rd down and a long 2 for Winchester.
And you think if you're Winchester, this is a pretty crucial drive here as we start to wind down in the first half.
3:35 to go. Moore takes it right up the gut, and he'll have enough for the first down. He is a big kid.
Great blocking that time from that inexperienced offensive line. They've really surprised us tonight with their force up front, really.
Julius Ullum in on the tackle again for Monroe Central. Freshman getting plenty of playing time tonight.
Yeah, we've been calling his name. He has been up and down all over the field on both sides of the ball. A significant impact.
Lane Wilson checks out of the ball game. Jeremiah Ullum goes back in. Here's Vasquez again. Nice run up the gut. Picks up around 7-yard line. 7 yards.
Man, Vasquez knows his own strengths for sure. Muscular kid, knows how to read the defense, and he makes yards happen.
We had 40 carries a year ago for 219 yards, but he only played in 6 games. He gets his snap right again. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Elijah Taylor in on the tackle for Monroe Central. Loss of a couple and bring up third down and 5. Clock continuing to run, 2:30 to go. And Winchester calls timeout. And with that, we'll take a timeout. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
2.
What a beautiful setting we have here as the sun is starting to set here in East Central Indiana. 2:34 to go here in the first half. Monroe Central 13, Winchester nothing. Scores from around the area, updated scores. Giving you a bunch of them already. Newcastle leads Franklin County 12-6 at halftime. In the second quarter, Shenandoah 29, Elliott 0. Hamilton Heights still leading Bell. 11-13, Pendleton Heights 3. Second quarter. We'll have more scores for you at halftime. Our halftime guest will be Monroe Central Athletic Director Josh Burkett. Both ball clubs come back onto the field. Winchester has the football, 3rd and 5 from their own 40-yard line. Moore takes the handoff to Vasquez, and he gets maybe a yard or 4th down.
I don't necessarily love that call on 3rd down. They run the same play, 2 third downs in a row, both 3rd and mediums, but the defense read it well that time. Credit to Monroe Central.
Well, looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 5 from their own 40. Clock continuing to run, 2:05 to go. And what do we have here? We may have had an illegal shift. Evan Duncan came in motion here on the near side. And it's going to be offsides against Monroe Central. That may give Winchester right at the
Close spot
they're
there.
right there. They're going to give a 1st down.
Great job by Winchester drawing the defense offside.
And that's discipline.
Yeah.
You gotta watch your football. So that gives Winchester a 1st down from their own 45 with 2:06 to go and the clock running. Adam Moore lines up in the gun. Takes the handoff. Comes back. Throw down the field. Rainbow's the right side, and it's complete. And he's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. Aiden Weatherhead. Weatherhead, a 5'5", 140-yard, 40-pound freshman, but we have a flag back around the 40-yard line.
I heard yelling from the stands all the way up here, I think a holding call perhaps on Winchester, but that should be a little bit of a confidence booster knowing that they can pull off a play like that regardless of if it's wiped off the board.
It's coming back. It's coming back. A lot of freshmen seeing action tonight, but you got to give more credit. He rainbowed the right side, and Weatherford ran under it, but it's coming back. Minute 49 to go. Tomorrow. So that's coming back. Julius Allen comes back into the ball game. He replaces Justice Allen. Logan Horn checking out as well, defensively for Monroe Central. That's going to bring it back. It's going to be 1st and forever. 49 to go. So we'll see what tricks Coach Mike Jones has up his sleeve for Winchester. First and a long way from the 28-yard line. And the Falcons. See if they'll be content just running some time off and come out here in the 3rd quarter. They'll get the ball to start the half. Or a little pop pass in the middle, and he is hammered. Absolutely hammered there by Colton Dinsman. That didn't fool him. They'll bring up 2nd down.
Fantastic play front to back that time from the Golden Bears defense. Great pressure on the quarterback and then finishing it off with a textbook tackle. Big hit too. That's
Big hit.
hit.
on once again, more in the gun. Snap is not coming Vasquez this time. And instead it comes to Leatherhead.
I think you might be right, Steve. Just trying to run the clock out here at the end of the first half. I don't think they're expecting another one of those big breakout plays again like we saw on that flag. And they're doing a good job with time management here.
They are. Vasquez getting the blow, an extra blow before halftime. Warren steps up in the pocket, fires right side. It's almost intercepted. Elijah Taylor there, knocking the ball away for Monroe Central.
And that's why you work on the tip drill with the Golden Bears. But still a great defensive effort that time on that drive.
Riley Case over there as well defensively for the Bears. And that'll bring a fourth down, and the punt team will come on for Winchester with 53 seconds to go. They trail 13-0. Nate Winkle will punt it away for the Falcons. Winchester a year ago averaged 26.2 points a ball game. Nice kick, high end over end, and the Bears let it bounce, and it'll be down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. So that's where Monroe Central will take over. We'll keep it here with 44 ticks left on the clock. Bears a year ago averaged 28.5 points a ball game and 315 yards of total offense. Really a balanced ball club as far as passing and receiving goes. 131 yards passing per game, about $184 running the ball. Here's Jones operating out of the gun, receivers right and left. Jones fires over the middle, it's intercepted! It's intercepted by Winchester, and the football's down around the 15-yard line. Lucas Tarter picked off the pass. Tarter, a 6'2", 205-pound sophomore.
Oh my goodness, I wondered if it wasn't a gamble that they had Jones alone in the backfield, and it definitely does not pay off that time for Monroe Central, giving Winchester some chance, a little light at the end of the tunnel perhaps here for the Falcons as we wind down in the first half.
Gives him a shot, that's for sure. We'll see what happens here with 37 seconds left. Weatherford that's Vasquez back into the ball game. He's thrown to the ground by Ullum. Ullum manhandled the 155-pound senior from Winchester, tosses him to the ground after a gain of maybe 2. See where they spot it.
And this sort of situation doesn't exactly work in the favor of Winchester. They are not a throw-heavy offense, so they're going to be running the clock out a lot with these runs. We'll see if they don't try and break a big play away, maybe with the final few ticks on the clock. But until then, just trying to get some better field position.
Well, I don't know what they can be talking about, unless it's
It looks like there was a
an
penalty.
ineligible player.
I have no idea.
Is that 2 minutes on the field?
Possibly.
That's a 15-yard penalty right there.
That puts Winchester right at
That
about the
changes
12
things.
yard line.
So Winchester will have the football. They're giving it first and 10 around the 13-yard line. Clock starts to run. Bourne drops the snap. Back to throw. Rainbow's the far side. Jump ball in the air. And it's incomplete. We're going to have interference.
How can that be interference when he ran in front of it and never touched it?
When Brylan Case was called on the pass interference, he didn't turn his head around whatsoever. Did not look at the ball. That's why he got called.
Yeah, for sure. And Moore took a chance there throwing it into the end zone. We were late in this first half, but that's definitely going to tack on a few extra yards for Winchester. And things are going the Falcons' way right now. It's going to be all about finishing, though.
Yep. 21 seconds to go here in the half. Football be spotted just outside the 5-yard line. Great opportunity here for Winchester. So a couple of big mistakes here. And Monroe Central has set Winchester up with an opportunity to cut the lead in half. Vasquez lines up to the left of Adam Moore. Braden Moore to the far side for the Falcons. Vasquez gets a step. This is a tackle. Cuts across the far side, and he's inside the 5-yard line to around the 3. And we have a timeout.
That was almost a huge tackle in the backfield for Monroe Central. That could have turned things on its head for the Winchester offense.
Tim Edwards, the center, got shaken up, but he's got back up and jogged off in the field. Winchester calls timeout with 17.7 to go here in the half. Football looks like it's spotted around the 4-yard line. It's 2nd down and goal.
Now, Steve, I believe that was the last timeout for Winchester in this first half, so they might have to be looking in the air here with only a few yards before they hit the end zone.
Well, throwing it effectively. I think they've completed a pass the entire half.
But if Vasquez can't punch it in here, then we're going to have a hurry-up offense from Winchester. Plenty of ways this could shake down.
Well, the Bears have stepped up when it counts defensively, so we'll see if it happens again here. But what a momentum builder it would be for Winchester to score. They hit the ball to start the half.
Absolutely, and I think that might be on Winchester's Central. Bit of a discipline issue. They threw the interception here late in this second quarter, and then some penalties on defense. But they have held tough when it counted, as you mentioned, Steve. So we'll see if they can't do the same here as the final seconds are going to tick off.
Okay, here we go.
Final plays.
Moore lines up in the gun. Vasquez to his left. Receiver to the far side. Moore takes a snap. He runs it right up the gut. And he's got the push, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that is a lot
So
of...
Winchester takes advantage of mistakes by Monroe Central. And they cut the lead to 7, 13-6 with 12 seconds to go.
Absolutely. A lot of heart that time on that drive from Winchester. They noticed that they had a chance to swing this momentum, and they took advantage. Credit to the Falcons for sure.
Aubrey Wygan is on to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and he drills it through. So 12 seconds to go. Winchester is now within 6. They're 13-7. We'll keep it here. That was a big drive for Winchester.
Oh, absolutely. And they have played good offense up until that point. They just haven't been able to finish. And we talked earlier about how
They picked up 25 yards on penalties.
Oh, for sure. And again, a discipline issue for Monroe Central, a team that's more seasoned than Winchester, a team that we perhaps expected to be more disciplined than Winchester. But now we've got a toss-up here as we'll be heading into the second half.
A couple scores from around the area at halftime. Eastern Hancock leads Alexandria 30-14. It's Clinton Prairie 16, Westdale 6. Also at halftime, Shenandoah leads Elwood 36-0. Jay County 41, Blackford 0. Lebanon 13, Pendleton Heights 3 at that half. Big night. Big night here in week 1. 13-7, 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Winchester to kick off. A little scrub kick, and the Bears field it around their own 45, and that's where they'll take over. Josh Crooked, the Monroe Central AD, will be our guest at halftime. We'll get some commercials in and then have a conversation with Josh, and Sam will take over for the second half. Levi Pence comes back into the ball game for the Bears. Twins to the far side, Munchell here to the near side, Jones in the gun. Takes a snap, back to throw. Jones looking, dancing. Evades one tackle and down he goes. Trips over Logan Stump, and that will be the end of the first half of play with your score. It's Monroe Central 13, Winchester 7. Back after this on Indiana High School Sports.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Welcome back to Monroe Central, Parker City, Indiana. The sun's starting to set here in East Central Indiana. Friday night lights, true to form, on this impressive grass field here at Monroe Central, where the 5A number 10-5 ranked team Class 1A leads Winchester 13-7, and we are at halftime. We're awaiting our guest, Monroe Central Athletic Director Josh Burkett. Sam Niger joins me from Ball State. Sam will take more play-by-play duties here in the second half. But you know, I think defensively, if you're Monroe Central, it was pretty sloppy.
Oh yeah, I would say for sure. I mean, we touched on this a couple times in the first half. They got it done where it counted. Where it counted was the red zone and on special teams. Other than that, it has been sloppy. The scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect that, but you know, credit to Winchester taking advantage of what's being presented to them from Monroe Central defense late in that first half.
Well, they haven't been able to throw the football. Speaking of Winchester, you know, the one pass that bore through to Weatherford on the far side, that rainbow, and that came back because I believe of a hold. But then Monroe Central had the, I don't know if it was an illegal player, if they had 12 men on the field or what the situation was, that they had the pass interference. And I'm telling you, when you're defending a receiver, you just can't stare at him and put your hands up. You got to look towards the ball. Otherwise, it's going to get called 10 times out of 10. And then you got to give Winchester credit, like you said. Adam Moore's a big kid.
Oh yeah,
6'4", I've said it several times. He's tough to tackle.
Oh, for sure. You know, him and Vasquez both. The tandem of them running the football, I know they haven't thrown a lot, but they are making their presence felt against that Monroe Central defense.
It appears offensively that Monroe Central is starting to get in.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I will say for Winchester, 28 of the 40 guys on their roster are freshmen and sophomores. They do not look like the young team that they are on paper.
Right, and you know, you want to win during the regular season, but let's be clear. The regular season is practice.
Oh, absolutely.
The season starts October 21st.
Especially
First round of the section.
Oh yeah, especially for a team like Monroe Central.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. So we're going to take another break. We'll come back with some scores from around the area, maybe touch on some Indianapolis area scores as well. Again, we're at halftime here at Parker City, Indiana, Monroe Central High School. It's Monroe Central 13 and Winchester 7. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Oh, it's the best.
No, I was never built to play it, but as a game, it's just
I love it. I do.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup and drop-off, and a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first. Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
I'm going to go to you now.
Okay. Well, back in Monroe Central, Steve Hartley along with Sam Niger, and it's week 1 of Indiana High School football. Monroe Central leading Winchester 13-7 at halftime. Let's touch on some scores from around the area. In the third quarter, it's Yorktown 13, Anderson 0. Clinton Prairie has a 16-point lead over Westdale, 22-6. At half, it's Eastern Hancock 30, Alexandria 14. Also at halftime, Madison Grant leads Tri-Central 35-0. Franklin by 1 over Tipton, 14-13 at half. Shenandoah is all over Elwood, 36-0. Jay County the same over Blackford with a 41-0 lead at halftime. Also at the half, Lebanon leads Pendleton Heights 13-3. It's Newcastle 12, Franklin County 6 at the half. Late in the second quarter, Hamilton Heights leads LaPel 13-0. No score from Delta and Muncie Central. And we've given you the official score here at Monroe Central 13-7. In the Indianapolis area, some scores there. Western Boone is all over Sheridan, 35-0 in the third quarter. That's really a surprise. Sheridan is a single A team and ranked in the top 10, and they're just getting blown out by Western Boone. It's Fishers 27, North Central 0. Greencastle all over Christmas Addicts at the half, 28-0. Warren Central leads Center Grove, the top-ranked team in 6A, 8-7 at the half. It's Brownsburg 21, Ben Davis 9 at halftime. Mooresville leads Bloomington North 24-6. One of our other games on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, a barn burner at halftime. It's Franklin 21, Danville 14. Of course, Franklin has what may be the number 1 draft pick in the Major League Baseball draft 2023, Max Clark. He's a wide receiver for the Grizzly Cubs. At halftime, Triton Central leads Cascade 28-6. It's Greenwood 21, Seymour 7 also at halftime. Whiteland by 3 over Columbus East. Carmel leads Trinity of Louisville 7-3 in the second quarter. Our game of the week in Indianapolis on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net in the second quarter. It's North Central 7, Hamilton Southeastern 3. Here's a surprise in the second quarter. New Pal leads Westfield 21-7. It's Decatur Central 14, Columbus North 0. Franklin Central all over Perry Meridian in the second quarter, 23-0. Rebuff and Chittard just got underway. Guerin Catholic leads McCutcheon 14-7. And those are all the scores we have thus far. Actually, we have one more that just popped up. And Lawrence North, looks like they had a lead over Avon 14-0, and they do. Plainfield with a 1-point lead over Greenfield Central 7-6. And it's Lutheran 18, Beach Grove 0. So we're getting late here in the halftime festivities. Crowds are really enjoying the concession stand and walking around the field. It's a great setting here at Monroe Central. And we'll be back here in a break, after the break, with our second half play-by-play. You'll hear more of Indiana High School football soon on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
We're Frankton and who next week? Also
Blackford.
Yeah.
What do I need to go to?
So yeah, click on that and you can hit.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers.
15 seconds.
Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Monroe Central High School, where the hometown Golden Bears lead the Winchester Falcons 13-7 here as we start to wind down the halftime break. My name is Sam Niger, joining you here in my element now here doing the play-by-play broadcast with me. Steve Hartley, founder of IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. It was an exciting first half, Steve. We've got a bit of a barn burner here, though, but that leads for an exciting second half as well between these two teams.
Well, if you're John Hostetler, in the locker room at halftime, you're telling your kids that they've got to be more disciplined. They got to pay more attention to what they're doing, and that can be tough, right? I mean, this is a rivalry game. It's the first time these two teams have ever played each other. Monroe Central comes out highly ranked in 1A, and we've got a nice crowd on hand. I think we're going to see Monroe Central wear down Winchester in the second half.
And you and I mentioned this on a break. You know, it's not about the regular season. You called it the regular season is just practice. But if you're Monroe Central, you expect to win games, and the goal is to win games in the postseason. But 13 points at halftime against Winchester, I know it's still very early in the season, but you know, you look at that against some more.
Yeah, they've got a lot of players in new positions, kids that have never played before, so they'll get the kinks worked out. We saw them practice yesterday, and Coach Hostetler was directing traffic out there, and they're going to be okay. How do we do on stats at halftime?
So first downs, both teams have 10 first downs on their own. As for Winchester, their leading rusher right now is George Vasquez. I mean, he has been a dominant force behind the line of scrimmage. He's got 89 yards for Winchester. The only touchdown, of course, belongs to quarterback Adam Moore with that punch in at the end of the first half.
Does it say how many carries he had, Vasquez?
No, we didn't get the carries on Vasquez, but actually we do. We have 19 carries for Vasquez.
Okay.
As for just scrolling through the scores here, as for Monroe Central, leading leading rushers from Monroe Central right now. Luke Jones, the quarterback.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of him. And Ullum, despite 5 carries, only 17 yards for him. But I will say he has made his attempts count. 17 doesn't look like a big, impressive number in that first half, but he did move the sticks quite a bit for the Golden Bears.
Got to keep your eye on him. He's very shifty. I'll tell you, he's made a big difference defensively for Monroe Central. It has been 72. I believe that's Justice Ullum, about a 225-pound freshman, and he's made a whale of a difference. Both ball clubs coming back onto the field, and we'll take this opportunity to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
And then if you said we're going to take a break or whatever, I would, of course, queue up.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Indiana High School Sports. We've got football for you, Monroe Central and Winchester. You're on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. My name is Sam Nygaard, along with Steve Hartley. We're getting ready to start this third quarter. Monroe Central currently leads Winchester 13-7, and just a perfect night for football to open the season. We mentioned it earlier, great crowds, great atmosphere. And these two teams are leaving it all out on the field right now. Still very much up for grabs, 6-point game. And that makes for an exciting second half.
I'm kind of surprised. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting a 6-point game. I wasn't expecting a 7-point game. But at halftime, I was figuring, at least we're looking at probably, I don't know, I was looking at least a 14-point lead.
Yeah, and I'm new to the area, so I wasn't necessarily familiar with the demographics of football around here. But after doing a little research, I certainly gathered that there's a lot of faith in this Monroe Central team, a lot of expectations. You see the posters along the far side of the stadium. High standards, no excuses for Monroe Central. They have developed a brand of football here at this Monroe Central High School, but they haven't necessarily lived up to those standards in the first half. Let's see if they can't do that in the second half. We're about to see it.
So, how does your experience here for your first Indiana high school football game compared with what you had in the Cincinnati area?
Well, high school football, it's a nationwide thing. Everybody's passionate about it wherever you go, and I think that's because every single one of us identifies with our high school. We all go to high school, we all identify with our teams, and there's a lot of passion, but certainly some great passion here. The fans came out in full force for both of these sides, and they're playing some great tunes right now. The fans are excited. And the football's been great. I mean, there's just nothing to complain about right now. Friday night lights, I mean, it just doesn't get better. Monroe Central is going to be the ones to kick it off to Winchester here to start this second half. Back to you. To return for Winchester is Weatherhead, number 30. And it's a line drive kick. Weatherhead doesn't handle it right off the jump, but he gets it. And he's wrapped up around the 20-yard line. Could have gone a lot worse that time for Winchester after the missing little kickoff. But not great field position, but they'll take that rather than a turnover for sure, especially after the mishaps they had with special teams in that first
No doubt.
Winchester certainly had momentum heading into this second half. They trailed 13-0 with under 2 minutes to go. And some mistakes from Monroe Central gave the Falcons the ball back and a chance to punch it in, and they did so with their quarterback, Adam Moore.
And he's in the gun. But guess who got the ball?
Vasquez takes the ball that time. And he's wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage that time. We saw a lot of Vasquez running the ball in that first half, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime
Yeah, you said
soon.
he had, what, 19 carries in the first half?
Absolutely, 89 yards. He's the game's leading rusher right now.
Oh, my gosh.
The ball is fumbled. The snap was botched that time.
I think that's going to be a false start.
Yeah. Oh, the official actually pointed in the direction of Monroe Central.
You got to be kidding.
Still awaiting the call here. No, there is a false start here. All right.
Yeah, Sam, I think the center snapped the ball a little early. That's why everybody panicked.
For sure. I just saw one of these line judges point in the direction of Monroe Central. I think we both had a little bit of a freak out moment there. So it's going to be second and long now with Moore from the gun. He's got Vasquez to his left. He's going to give it to Vasquez right up the gut. He's got some room to run. He tries to hurl his way over his tackler. He gets a nice chunk of that back from the penalty, but it's going to be third down and long for Winchester. And if you're Winchester, you're definitely not going to have to give it at least third down and long chance.
Yeah, if Winchester's going to pull this out, Vasquez is going to have to be the workhorse through the second half.
One of the few returning players, Vasquez, he started in 6 games last year. Some good protection for Moore up front. He's going to drop back, but the pressure comes. He takes a big hit, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. A nice play that time from the Monroe Central defense. Getting in there that
That's
time.
Olam.
Yeah, it was Olam. Jeremiah Olam made the tackle that time in the backfield, and a big sack for Monroe Central. So after losing a little bit of momentum there at the end of the first half, the Monroe Central defense definitely shored things up on that first drive. And you wonder if the coaches in the locker room for Monroe Central didn't get after him a little bit,
right?
Heading into the locker room only up 6. Punt is going to be fielded on the Monroe Central side of the 50. And heading forward is number 3, Luke Jones, who tackles close to where the line of scrimmage was, so a good return that time for Jones, the quarterback. Jones is a do-it-all kind of guy for Monroe Central. We talked about his history as a receiver, now transferring to the quarterback position, and he also returned punts as well.
Oh, yeah, he
really
leading receiver for the
kid.
ball club last year. Just a great all-around athlete. And Coach Hostetler was very comfortable putting him under center here for the 2022 season.
And gosh, we've got some fantastic field position here from Monroe Central as Jones is going to take it from the gun. Jones will take it himself right up the gut. He had a hole, still fighting for those extra yards as he's going to be wrapped up about a yard or 2 short of that line to gain. But once again, hustle play from Luke Jones with the ball in his grasp.
I'll tell you what I like about Jones is he keeps his feet moving. You know, he's always trying to when he gets tackled, he's always trying to lean forward. Didn't work necessarily on that particular carry, but he really does a nice job keeping his feet moving.
His versatility is a significant weapon for Monroe Central, as we've seen so far throughout this game. He's in the gun once more. With him in the backfield is Jeremiah Olam. Play action. Little check down. It is hauled in by the Monroe Central receiver and falling forward that time.
Riley Chase.
That's Bryden Chase. That's the first time he called his name tonight as he picks up a nice chunk play for the Golden Bears, and that is going to move the sticks for Monroe Central. not sure if they're going to call this first and goal or
Yeah, I think they're going to call it
right
first and
at
goal
the
for the
10-yard
10, right?
line. The defenses have showed up for both teams in the red zone, but can Monroe Central put it away here early in the third? It's Jones. Falls forward for about a 4-yard carry.
There you go, falling forward again.
Yeah.
Picks up about 5 yards.
And we talked about it. Winchester has come up on defense when they needed to, but with the rate that Monroe Central is playing right now, they've come out of the locker room with a lot of fire, and they picked up some big chunk plays. Jones, of course, has been at the head of it ever since that punt return. He has been involved significantly in nearly every single play. From the gun again, it is Jones. He's going to take it himself. A great read by Winchester that time, and Jones is going to be stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. And that is going to bring up third down for Winchester. Once again, it's a great play on defense to keep their hopes alive here with Monroe Central driving. And backing right up to about the 10-yard line there. So it'll be third down, still goal to go for the Golden Bears. Jones looking towards the sideline, awaiting the play call.
This will be a big stop for Winchester.
Absolutely, this could be a make-or-break play for the Falcons to keep them in this ball game. Jones, from the gun again, rolling to his left. He was looking at Olam. He's got the pressure coming from his right. He chucks it into the end zone, and it's hauled in for a touchdown. The broken play with Jones rolling to his right. Look to the end zone and found the downfield. That is number 5, Colton Monroe with the tight end. We touched on him early in the broadcast. A great athlete, a great player.
6'4".
That's all you need to say.
Right.
225-pound senior, leader on this team, big boy. And that is a huge touchdown for Monroe Central, not letting this game sit easily. Extra point is shot straight through, and that will make it a 20-7 ball game. Left to play here in the third quarter. We'll be right back with more exciting action from Monroe Central High School after these messages.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459.
Welcome back to Park City, Indiana, home of the Monroe Central Golden Bears, who just went ahead by 13 thanks to the connection from quarterback Luke Jones, just 6'4" tight end Cole Munchell. Golden Bears are going to kick it off to the Winchester Falcons now, who trail 22-7. Another line drive kick, fielded inside the 5.
That's
and
wonderful.
Running outside is number 30, that's Weatherhead, and that's a great return on the kickoff. It gets all the way back up to the 50. Found a little room to run there on the outside to his left. And if there was a way for Winchester to respond, that was it. As they're going to take over on offense, they were manhandled on the first drive of this third quarter by the Monroe Central defense, but certainly have a little momentum after that return.
Now, Winchester needs an answer here.
For sure, they put up a great fight in that first half, but you mentioned it. We expected that perhaps Monroe Central might come out and try and wear down this Winchester team, as it looks like that return is going to be taken back. There's a holding against Winchester, so that will back the Falcons up significantly. It takes a great return and turns it into a bit of an average one.
Well, the penalties don't help, that's for darn sure. And that was a nice return by the freshman.
This has been a pretty penalty-laden game, I would say, too.
I think so.
And they've been big penalties. I mean, some mistakes, especially on defense, have led to some touchdowns, and here it leads to a loss of some great field position for the Falcons.
Well, I didn't see the penalty, but my gut says that had to have been a personal foul because they're back to the 25-yard line, so it was about a 15-yard penalty, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Now from the gun, it is with Moore. In the backfield with him is Vasquez. They'll go Wildcat to Vasquez. Vasquez has a hole up the middle. Goes forward to his right. A lot of running there for not necessarily a huge pickup, about 5 yards that time for Vasquez. But hey, when he puts his head down, he is a force on offense, and he has been the offense tonight for Winchester.
He's got to be knocking on 100 yards.
Oh, for sure. He had 89 heading into the second half. He's already had probably 3 or 4 carries here in this third quarter, so I bet he just ticked over into triple digits. This time the snap goes to Moore. He gives it to Vasquez. Vasquez tries to plow his way forward towards that 35-yard line. Looks like he's going to come up about 1 or 2 yards short. So a big third down here for Winchester. We talked about how the Falcons were looking for a response here about midway through this third quarter. This is a big play here. Moore takes the snap. He's going to go at it himself, and he is going to be stonewalled again by the Monroe Central defense. But the officials running forward from the 35-yard line, it looks like Moore had the yardage to move the chains. And it's going to be a first down for the Falcons. A big play right there, and perhaps Winchester can breathe a sigh of relief and get back into what their offense has been good at this game, giving it to Vasquez.
No question. Good job of making up that deficit on the penalty.
Winchester just waiting on the play call from the sideline now. Tandem with Moore and Vasquez in the backfield once more. Goes to Vasquez on the Wildcat on first down once more. This time he doesn't have as much speed as he did on the last first down attempt, probably only about 3 yards that time. But hey, these short chunk yardage plays will start to wear down that Monroe Central defense, especially if Winchester starts to get really successful at it. It's going to be second down now and about 7. 5:25 to play here in the third quarter, as Moore is going to take it himself. He was tripped up from behind. That time getting in there was number 18. That's Hunter Page for Monroe Central.
Page has been all over the field tonight.
Yes, he has, and he hauled Moore in from behind that time. It'll bring up third and manageable though for Winchester. They've got 3 yards to gain before they move the sticks. Moore once again from the backfield. Vasquez with him. They're going to run right from the Wildcat with Vasquez. Vasquez is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. A great read that time for Monroe Central. Winchester didn't make it a secret which way they were going. They were going muscle on muscle, and the size takes care of business for Monroe Central. They're a fourth down and 3.
Well, I think at this stage of the game, you've got 4:30 to go. The clock is running. They're going for
They
it.
are going to go for it on fourth down. Perhaps trying to draw Monroe Central offsides. This is the second time they've tried it. That is Winchester. Moore from the gun. He's going to go it himself. Moore tries to push his way forward. Gets a push.
He's not going to get it.
Monroe Central.
Great stand by Monroe Central.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs as Monroe Central is going to take over with control of the football, and momentum perhaps shifting in the direction of the Golden Bears here at home. They have come out and oh my goodness, but it looks like the spot that the officials
They gave him a first down?
gave Winchester the first down.
You gotta be kidding.
From up here, it didn't even look like
Not
he
even
got past
close.
the 45.
Not even close. And I didn't see him extend the ball either. So
Absolutely not. Moore, the quarterback, never
Wow.
seemed to go past the 45, but nonetheless, the spot stands as they're going to snap it to number and number 30, number 28. That is Vasquez. Goes the distance, a huge play and some great misdirection. He threw me up here in the press box. That was actually wide receiver Evan Duncan, not Vasquez, with the football, and he brings it inside the 20. So after an iffy call from the officials, Winchester is looking ahead rather than behind, as they had a great 30-yard chuck play that time to move into Monroe Central territory. Adam Moore from the gun. This time they're going to get it once more to
Weatherford's on the carry.
Weatherford.
Yeah.
And he'll pick up 5 yards on that play as a flag is thrown from the official, and that's going to be a false start against Winchester, and that does not help.
You just can't have those penalties. Yeah, they're not driving the ball. Again, that's discipline. That's paying attention to what's going on, and they're going to go back 5.
Yeah, slows down the tempo of the offense for sure. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Weatherhead in the backfield with Moore. He's going to take it from the gun. This time he's going to drop back to pass. The pressure comes. He checks it down to Weatherhead. Makes the man miss. Out to his left. Trying to shake down the secondary. He gets inside the 5 before he's finally brought down by number 28. That is Ryland Case. Once more making the tackle for Monroe Central to prevent the Falcons from scoring. We have not seen Winchester throw the ball a lot tonight, but it pays off that time. And number 30, Weatherhead, has certainly been involved in this drive on offense for the Falcons. Moore from the gun again. This time he's going to go himself. And the stone wall up front. The front 4 for Monroe Central hold strong that time in the red zone as the clock rolls inside 2:45 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It is going to be 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
That 6'4" frame helps.
For sure, absolutely. Vasquez is going to come back in the game as number 9, Holton Bruce. Hobbles off the field a little bit. Looks like he's trying to take a little pressure off of his left leg as he immediately grabs it on the sideline. Hope he's okay, but back to the game now. Moore up front and another jump up front. That could be a false start once more on Winchester. And that is going to push the Falcons way back, and that hurts even more if you're Winchester here.
That's Chris Lawrence.
On 2nd and goal.
A 5'11", 185-pound junior jump. That costs Winchester 5 yards and bring the football back to the 9-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Still inside the 10-yard line here. 2nd and goal for the Falcons. Moore's got Weatherhead in the backfield with him once more. They're going to give it to Moore. He's going to push forward back inside the 5-yard line where he's going to be brought down right at about the 5 or the 4. It's going to be 3rd down and goal now, and a huge play coming up here for Winchester.
Yeah, they're spotting the ball right around the 5.
As we mentioned, though, it's definitely 4th down territory here in the game. Deep in Monroe Central territory. As Moore is going to take the snap now from the gun once more.
Big stand needed here by the Bears.
Moore takes the snap, takes the pitch. He's going to go right up the middle, and he doesn't get much out of it. Maybe a yard or two closer to the goal line. They might spot him down at the 2. Another generous spot this time, I think, for the assistants, but
4th and goal.
4th down and not a whole lot in front. Winchester, the physicality and the size, of course, between the trenches.
Here's the interesting thing. Vasquez is not in the ballgame.
Oh, I know. He has been the force for Winchester. But Weatherhead has been a capable substitute as a big 4th down coming up. They're going to give it to Weatherhead. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The response that time from Winchester. They are very much in this ball game here late in the 3rd quarter, and this is going to be an exciting finish to this one. But a big extra point coming up now for the Falcons.
Great answer.
Make it a 6-point game rather than a 7. Still a 1-possession game, even if field goal kicker Aubrey Wiley can't put this through. She is 1 for 1 tonight. PATs.
And
make it 2 for 2.
drills that one.
20-14 is our score. here from Monroe Central High School, and we're going to bring it back to you right after these messages here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Welcome back to Monroe Central High School here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. We've got some scores from around the Muncie area for you. Right now, Yorktown leads Anderson 13-zip. Shenandoah taking care of business against Colwood 49-0. Clinton Prairie in the third quarter leads Westdale 38-6. And Frankton has a 1-point lead over Tipton. In the third quarter, we will be at Frankton next week for our Indiana High School Sports Game of the Week here in Muncie, as the kickoff is going to be fielded by Monroe Central. It was a short kick and a good return that time by Luke Jones, number 3, the quarterback. It has been a back and forth third quarter. A touchdown and an extra point apiece for both of these sides. We've got ourselves a 6-point game here with about 36 seconds left here in the third, and shaping up to be what should be a great finish.
It's going to be a great finish, but I still maintain, and I haven't seen it yet, but my gut says Monroe Central's going to wear down Winchester.
Well, they certainly have lots of football left to play to do that, as Jones stands in the gun once more. He gives it away to Owen, and Owen bounces outside. He's got some room to run. He might answer all on his own as he is wrapped up from behind, but a huge play as Owen is going to remain down. Oh no, this could be a bad injury for Monroe Central. Jeremiah Owen has been the main rusher outside of Luke Jones in this ball game, as he was wrapped up from behind by number 20, Caleb Hummel for Winchester.
Well, Hummel grabbed him up by, it was close to a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, it was.
But he grabbed him by both shoulders and threw him down to the ground. So
I think it wasn't called perhaps because it was from behind, but still a very scary play, dangerous play as the training staff sprints onto the field now for Monroe Central. This is a scary sight here for Golden Bears fans. And we're actually going to take a break here from Monroe Central. We'll be back here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net in just a moment.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
And welcome back to Park City, Indiana, where we've got a bit of a scary sight here down on the field of Monroe Central High School. Sophomore Jeremiah Owen, who has been a force carrying the football for the Golden Bears, the 5'8", 180-pound running back, is down on the field after a huge run. He was brought down from behind by Caleb Hummel on almost horse collar tackle. He's still down on the field.
He's sitting up now, Sam. So hopefully he just got a stinger, and he'll be back in the game here in the fourth quarter.
For sure. And we've got some updated scores now from around the East Central Indiana area. Yorktown scored once more. They're up 20-0 over Anderson right now. Lebanon in control against Pendleton Heights, 26-5. We've got a great game in the fourth quarter between Newcastle and Franklin County, tied up at 12. Clinton Prairie, of course, taking care of business against West Delta, 44-6. Alexandria Monroe still at the half against Eastern Hancock. They trail 40-14. And just getting underway, Monroe Central, excuse me, that is our game. We are not just getting underway. As for Madison Grant, they have reached the final against Tri-Central, 48-7. Shenandoah still leads 56-0. That game is over. The Raiders took care of business against the Elwood Panthers. Final from Blackford as well. The Bruins got walloped by the Jay County Patriots. And that is our scores from around East Central Indiana. As hopefully we'll get back underway with football here in the third quarter in just a moment. 27.3 seconds up on the clock right now.
Well, Ullum is keeled over in pain on the card as he's taken off the field, and that's not a stinger. I mean, that could be anywhere from a shoulder to a collarbone, perhaps a wrist. But he's dinged up, but he won't be back tonight. He may miss a little bit of time.
Yeah, leaning way over to one side. Could be a shoulder, like you said. But now it's got to be an adjustment for Monroe Central. They have the lead right now, but we've got a very back-and-forth football game. This means they're going to rely even more heavily on Luke Jones, who's been the leading rusher for Monroe Central. He's going to take it from under center now. And he is going to do this himself on first down, pushing forward for a nice gain, somewhere close to about 5 yards for Jones, as that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. The officials just now realizing that, and so we are going to head to the fourth, but first some commercials. Once again, my name is Sam Knight with Steve Hartley here at Monroe Central High School, Indiana High School Sports.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Arts City, Indiana is the home of a beautiful Friday night, the first Friday night under the lights for Monroe Central in Winchester. And we've got the fourth quarter about to get underway here with Monroe Central, starting with the football. Under center, it's with Jones. Jones. Case hands it off to his right, and Case funneling forward inside the 10-yard line. And that's a great play to start the fourth quarter.
It was a very nice fake by Jones. Looked like he had the ball and was running the option, but he gave it off to Case, and we had a nice game.
And you mentioned it almost all game, waiting for Monroe Central to start to wear down Winchester.
Yep.
And I think we're starting to see that here.
Yep.
If Winchester lets in a touchdown, it's going to be a tall order to bring it back here in this fourth quarter, down 2 possessions.
First and goal from the 8.
It's with Jones. Takes it forward himself again. And just a mass of bodies as Jones somehow makes it through a
What did I tell you about keeping your feet moving?
Absolutely.
That is a classic example of a kid that's keeping his feet moving, getting to the end zone.
And that's
Nice run.
his second time into the end zone with his feet. And that puts Monroe Central up 26-14 at the extra point. About to go underway from Elijah Taylor. That is a big play that time from Monroe Central on first and goal. They struggled in the first half to put it away in the red zone, but they have not since here in the second half. Beautiful point after touchdown, and right after we get underway here in the fourth quarter, we're going to send you back to our break. On Indiana.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment?
10 seconds.
Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Still early in the fourth quarter here as Monroe Central punts it away to Winchester. They now trail by 13. Less than impressive return that time for the Falcons, as there is definitely some energy coming from all aspects of the game right now for Monroe Central. Offense, defense, special teams, all clicking here in this second half. Winchester needs a response, and they need a response fast. They were able to do so last time out on offense, but as we mentioned earlier, it's going to be a tall order to do it back-to-back.
Tonight's game brought to you by Greg Hubler Ford, the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie.
And Winchester taking over on offense. Moore from the gun once more. He's going to go forward himself. He's met by an array of defenders that time for Monroe Central, and he falls forward for a pickup of about 2 yards.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit them at www.universalrfg.com.
Under center now for from the gun, 2nd and 8. It's going to be Wildcat once again to Vasquez, but this time a great read by Monroe Central. And once again, the game tackling for the Golden Bears wraps up the carrier behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good stand by the Bears right there. It brings up 3rd down and long.
Bears definitely starting to feel the momentum shift back in their direction now. They've got a bit of a cushion here early in the fourth quarter. Both sides of the ball firing all cylinders right now. This is a big 3rd down for Winchester. This could honestly make or break the game. Their defense is slowed down.
Well, it's a 2-score ball game. They got to go to the air soon.
For sure. It's going to be Vasquez. Wildcat pummels his way forward. Pickup of about 5 yards. And that is not a new sight tonight. Vasquez has been the guy on offense for Winchester. Him and Moore have combined for almost 100% of the from Winchester. But they're going to have to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, it looks like they might be bringing out the punting unit. I thought perhaps at this point in the game, down 2 scores, that they might want to gamble a little bit.
Yeah, Nate Winkle's on the punt. See if they try to draw him offside.
They do not, and the punt is a bit of a shank that time, as it goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And Monroe Central, no return, but they'll still be happy with that field position, taking back over on offense. And if you're the Golden Bears here, I'm going to start to prove why you're the 5th-ranked team in single A skating at the end.
Time to run the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. If they can punch it in one more time, I think they'll be happy for sure.
Yeah, so we'll see who's in replacing Ellum at the running back spot when they line up here in a minute.
Ryland Chase had a big carry on that last drive. We'll see if he doesn't get some of the running duties in this fourth quarter. From the gun is Luke Jones. Nobody in the backfield with him. We'll see if the Golden Bears don't throw. Some pressure coming from the edge. He's going to check it down to wide receiver. Number 8, that is Mendes, who carries it forward past the line and gain for the 1st down. And that is going to move the sticks thought they might run the ball here early in this drive, wear down some of the clock, but hey, if they're going to move the football forward and score again, nobody's going to be complaining here on Monroe Central.
Stops the clock to move the chains, and now we pick it up again with 9:25 to go here in the ball game.
Under center this time is Jones. He's got Case behind him. This time he's going to pitch it away to number 14, Ullum. And Ullum spins around here on the near sideline before being thrown out of bounds. That's a nice chunk play. And it is going to stop the clock, though, as he's thrown out of bounds. That, of course, is Justice Ullum, different than Jeremiah Ullum, who went off early in this fourth quarter with an injury. Ullum is the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore.
That's experience, right? I mean, if you're a senior, you know that you need to stay in bounds. So did a nice job of dancing and spinning and breaking away there for a second.
It looks like a timeout is going to be called. And we're going to take a break here from Monroe Central High School. My name is Sam Langer, joining you here on Indiana High School Sports Time.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
He'll get it. He'll get it. It'll take him a while.
Still no change in the score.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
No new scores here to report here in the East Central Indiana region. We do have a final. St. Prairie finishes off Westdale 46-66 convincing performance. We've got a lot of close games going on in the area, though. Franklin leads Tipton 14-13 in the third quarter still. And Newcastle is tied with Franklin County still 12-12 with Little Barnburner late in the fourth quarter there as well. Delta leads Muncie Central right now, 26-14. Game's still very much up for grabs, but they are starting to wind down the fourth quarter as well. Still in the third quarter, though, is the game between Eastern, Hancock, and Alexandria Monroe. The Royals currently lead the Tigers 37-22. As for our game, we've got 9:07 to play here in the fourth quarter. Monroe Central leads the Winchester Falcons 27-14, and the Golden Bears, the home team, is going to take back over on offense here after our timeout. A Winchester defender was just cranking up. Thankfully, he was able to get stretched out, and we will return to football. Under center, it's Jones. And there's going to be a flag flying right off the bat after the break.
Yeah, I'll tell you the trick for cramping. So my son Pete was a running back in Chicago, and he would have a Pedialyte. He'd have 2 Pedialytes there at the game, but he would drink a Pedialyte every single day, and never had a problem with cramping.
No, I ran with a guy in high school named Ryan Chevalier, and he's running actually at Virginia Tech. He would also drink a Pedialyte every day.
It helps.
So it works for sure. A little secret for athletes now. Definitely gaining some traction. Play action now, however, for Jones. He's got plenty of time to throw. Takes a shot downfield, and the ball flies just in between the hands of number 5, Cole Munchell. He's had a couple of good grabs today, but there is another flag down on the field. Munchell wasn't able to hold it in that time, but great work from the offensive line up front. They had the misdirection with the play action. However, it looks like the penalty is going to go against Monroe Central as the Golden Bears are backing way up. I wonder if this isn't a personal foul with how much Monroe Central took a step back. It's still going to be second down. Looks like 11 to go.
Well, the referees are over conferring with Winchester coach
Yeah, it was
Mike Jones.
If we ever got a call on that.
Driving downfield.
Nobody really knows what's going on. I gotta tell you, it's tough to be a referee.
Oh, for sure.
It's really tough.
Especially at the high school level when you don't have that
Illegal man
replay.
downfield.
Yeah. So it's going to be second down and 11 now for Monroe Central. But of course, all these fans are accustomed to the instant replay they have on Saturdays and Sundays. You don't get that here at the high school level for sure.
So we got a loss of down. It's third down and 11.
Oh yeah, third down now. It's going to be Jones under center. He's got Case in the backfield with him. He's actually going to go misdirection to number 28. That's Case. And Case runs to his right all the way over to the sidelines. Got back past the original line of scrimmage, but only about a 4-yard pickup. It's going to be fourth down now, and about 7 or 8 to go.
I'm telling you, Winchester is hanging around and hanging around and hanging around.
Absolutely, but the clock is starting to wind down, so if Winchester's going to make something happen, it better be quick. This is a crucial fourth down here, though, for Monroe Central. They could start to put the game to bed, I should say, here, if they convert. And it looks like the Golden Bears might be going for it.
They're running clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Hostetler call a timeout here.
Yeah. Or perhaps, yeah, he is going to take the timeout. I was going to say perhaps take the delay of game, but we're going to head to a break right now before the punt here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. We will be back from Monroe Central High School here shortly.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Fourth down punt is going to be sent deep into Winchester territory, and the return man for Winchester, Whitehead, is just going to let the ball bounce inside the 10-yard line, where he's spotted at around the 8 or 9, and that is where the Falcons are going to take back over here, trailing 14-27, 7:58 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'd say they got to answer here, right?
Oh,
they got to score.
Absolutely. Very crucial drive here for Winchester. They were able to punch the ball in the end zone early in that third quarter, I should say. They had 2 touchdowns relatively close in proximity, but other than that, their offense is slow for sure. And the quarterback Moore takes it under center. He's going to hook one downfield, and this is short, and it's going to be picked off. A flag was thrown. Number 3, Jones made the interception. That's the quarterback.
Jones,
and another
we've got
flag
a couple
flies.
of penalties.
Jones is going to scamper out of bounds now inside the 20-yard line, close to the 10. With so many flags flying, we're still.
Well, we got pass interference over here, so that's the main one. We got a legal block here, but the pass interference call. I got to tell you, those pass interference calls are killing Monroe Central, killing them.
Yeah, that really would have sealed the game there for Monroe Central. I mean, they would have great field position, regardless of if they have a touchdown or a field goal. It makes it a 3-possession game. But Winchester catches a break after the underthrown ball by Moore.
Let's see how they sort it out.
It looks like Monroe Central is still lining up in that defensive set.
Yeah, they're gonna take that.
2 penalties against Monroe Central. One was the pass interference before the interception, and that's the one that's going to be accepted, and that will give the ball back, of course, to Winchester. It's going to move the sticks as well for the Falcons, so they're going to get out of deep in their own territory, up towards the 22-yard line. 7:42 here to play in the fourth quarter. Plenty of football left to be had. But Winchester cannot afford another mistake like they had on that last throw. Of course, caught a good break with the interception. Moore takes the pitch. He's going to take it himself to the right. He's got to make one man miss. He can't do it. And that's a great tackle that time by number 14, Justice Olin, making his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball as well. It's only going to go down as about a 3 or 4 yard pickup for Moore. This time it's Wildcat to Vasquez. Vasquez wrapped up right behind the line of scrimmage as Monroe Central makes the stand on defense once more. In to make the tackle that time was number 32 for the Golden Bears. That's Skylar Gillen.
Clock continues to run. I'm really not understanding this play calling.
I'm not either, especially with how little they've had Vasquez involved in the second half. He was their guy in the first half, and he has certainly taken a step back. But he's going to get the Wildcat call here, and again he's wrapped up. This time 3 Golden Bears were in there to bring him down, and this drive goes nowhere for Winchester after
Gotta go for it now.
break on the penalties.
It's a 2-score game.
And Winchester
They're going to punt.
bring on the punting unit. You would think you would have to go for it here as the clock is winding down, but nonetheless, the Falcons are going to punt. Back deep to return for Monroe Central is the QB Luke Jones. Across from him is Lukey. It's going to go to number 4, Lukey. Lukey forward, past the 50, all the way past the 40, and into Winchester territory with 6:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Monroe Central starting to get a grip here at home, and we are going to send you away on a commercial break here from Indiana High School Sports.
Let's keep it here.
All right, we're going to stay here with 6:05 to play as Monroe Central looks like they're going to hurry it up on offense.
I'd say you're going to have a good dose of Ryland Case and Luke Jones.
Absolutely, and it's good for Case, the junior, 5'9", 150 pounds. Not the tallest guy in stature, but it's good for him to get the reps early in the season especially. They're going to give it to Case here. Case off to his right. Really didn't get much out of that play, only a couple of yards, if that. It looks like the official's actually going to spot him right back at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It's going to bring up second down. The clock is stopped, but it should be running.
Yeah.
It starts running now. We're at about 6 minutes left. The clock didn't even run on that play, I don't believe, as the official's going to call timeout on their own as we might try and figure out this clock issue. Nonetheless, it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 38 for Monroe Central. You got anything to add, Steve?
Why are they stopping the clock?
I think just perhaps to sort out what time needs to be
Take
on
a
the
breather?
clock. Well, I think the clock didn't run at all on that play. It didn't just stop after the play. It was at 6:05 when Monroe Central took over. And it looks like we're having an adjustment up here
Play clock,
in the
maybe?
booth as well as they shaved off another couple of seconds.
Okay.
It's at 5:50 now. And I'm assuming they're going to roll it. They are. So the clock rolls at about 5:45 to play here in the game as Monroe Central is going to take back over. It is 2nd and 10. Jones under center. This time he's going to hand it off up the middle. And only about a 2 or 3 yard gain that time for Monroe Central back.
Well, if you're Winchester, you got to get a stop right now, and then you got to start using your timeouts.
Absolutely, and you've got to be willing to throw the ball, something they have not been successful at. It would have to be a big turnaround right now for the Falcons if they were going to get this done. Jones once again under center. Ticking closer to 5 minutes left to play. Play action now. Jones, plenty of room. He's got the speed. He's going to take it himself into a field of white jerseys, but he falls forward and he might have picked up the first down there. You said it earlier, Steve. You've been saying it all night. Keep those legs moving.
He does.
And Luke Jones moves the sticks.
There is no reason to pass the ball right now. 0. You got a 2-score game, 4:50 to go. Run the football.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a run here from the Golden Bears. Time's certainly a factor right now if you're Winchester starting to slip away. But certainly they can't let the Golden Bears punch it into the end zone for another touchdown. Under center, it's Jones again. Jones pitched it away. It is to number 28. That is Case, who breaks forward inside the 10, close to the 5. A little misdirection. Some fake pitches behind the line of scrimmage, and a great run for Case inside. They fooled the Winchester defense, and they are in great position to add another 6 points on the board here.
I did a real bad job of switching on that one. I missed the entire run.
That's all right.
All right, here we go. First and goal from the 4.
Jones underneath. To his left, he's got Case. Winchester stacking the box here. 4 yards to the end zone. Jones to Case. It's just a pile of bodies right now. The official's trying to keep their eyes on the ball, and that run doesn't really go anywhere. The official running in from the side says maybe about a 2-yard pickup, something like that.
Jones is doing a really nice job of working the play clock.
Oh, absolutely.
Making sure it gets down. He gets under center, but he's not snapping until around 7 seconds to go.
And absolutely we have to give credit to this Monroe Central offense bouncing back after the loss of Jeremiah Owen. Case has had some great carries for the Golden Bears. He's done a great job of replacing him.
Clock continues to roll, under 3:15 to go here in the ball game.
Do you think if Winchester starts to make a push here on defense, they need to start using their timeouts, or is it just kind of slipping away?
I think it's too late.
Yeah. Another stonewall at the line of scrimmage this time for the Falcons. Ball falls forward. Monroe Central says touchdown, and the official agrees. That might seal the deal here from Park City with 2:54 to play, and the Golden Bears put it in once more. On the rush that time for Monroe Central, I believe that was that the quarterback Jones, or did he give it off to Case? I think we're still awaiting the call up here in the booth as well. It was just a pile of bodies once again, and when you try all that misdirection behind the line of scrimmage for Monroe Central, it's hard to tell who's carrying the ball.
25.
Jones is the man who punched it through. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. Score is 33-14 as they are definitely starting to put this to bed here at home.
Again, working that clock, it looks like they're going to go for 2. Actually, that's...
Clock is running. They're going to go for 2 here. And it looks unsuccessful. A good stop by Winchester that time, but it might be too little too late for the Falcons. They trail by 13, 27-14 is the score. As the clock is going to continue to run. Wait, no, the touchdown was...
Now, wait a second. Yeah. This is really confusing. So they signaled touchdown, and then they took the touchdown away. So the referee on the near side, who was closest, was overruled by somebody else.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And now that 3rd down rush was unsuccessful in punching it through. It looked like it was just going to be a 2-point conversion, so we caught up here in the booth. But now a timeout is called, as everybody's going to try and sort things out.
Okay.
So everybody needs to talk things over. This game not put away yet.
Right.
About a yard away is Monroe Central, and going up by about 3 touchdowns. 27-14 is the score with 2:15 to play. Jones has done a great job commanding the offense tonight from the quarterback position, both running the football himself and through the air. And it looks like a field goal attempt is going to be coming up from Elijah Taylor, who handles the kicking duties, both place kicking and punting. This will be the first field goal attempt of the evening.
About a 23-yarder, it looks like.
Just a chip shot for Taylor. And he hammers it through. That also makes it a 50-50 ball game, so it has relatively the same effect. It's not going to look as pretty at the end of the game on the scoreboard, but as for now, it's a 30-14 ball game, and we're going to head to a break here in Park City, Indiana. Sam Wagner, Steve Hartley with you, as we have been here all night from IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Sam, ready?
I've never seen a redo of football.
And perhaps the last chance to find an answer for Winchester as they're about to receive the kickoff from Monroe Central. They now trail by 16 points. Still a two-possession game.
It is, but there's 2:15 to go, and they haven't used any of their timeouts yet.
And they haven't really managed the football.
But you gotta throw the ball.
Oh, for sure. They have not done a good job of that all game. They would need a bit of a miracle here, as the kickoff is mishandled by number 2 Whitehead, and he's going to be wrapped up shortly after he picks the football back up at about the 20-yard line. 2:08 on the clock, as the Winchester offense is going to need to get something going here quickly. Moore takes back over with the quarterback duties from the gun. They are going to go Wildcat this time to number 30 Weatherhead, and he plunges his way forward for a pickup of about 3 or 4. This really seems like stubbornness right now from Winchester, not wanting to throw the football, as they're going to run it again on second down.
Well, there's clearly no confidence in the passing game whatsoever. And again, it's a very young, inexperienced team.
Absolutely.
So that may play into it. But you got a big quarterback. You got a couple of big targets. But I think that speaks volumes.
For sure. As Moore is going to take it from the gun again. They are going to go to Weatherhead in the Wildcat, out to his right, as he's going to pick up the yardage needed for a first down. He makes it out past the 35-yard line. I believe he got out of bounds, so the clock is going to be stopped at 1:21. So if they are going to run the football, that's how they got to do it. They got to get it to the edges. They got to find some way to
got to get to the edge
without wasting those timeouts.
Yep.
I mean, they haven't used any in the second half, so we still could have a lot of football left to be played if Winchester handles this correctly. 3 guys stacked up in the backfield for Winchester. Under center, dropping back is Moore to throw. And he's picked off! That is going to seal the deal. A huge interception from Justice Cullum. He has been all over the field tonight, especially on defense. A fantastic read. And we see right there why Winchester hasn't been throwing the football. Monroe Central gets it done at home.
2 picks tonight by the defense, and it's been pretty impressive.
2 crucial picks, I might add as well. I mean, credit to this Winchester Falcons team. They fought hard, especially in that first half. We were a little shocked at halftime with only a 6-point lead for the Golden Bears. But Munson Central has been dominant in this second half.
And that's all I got to do, so that's why.
Every time that ref looks away, just take a couple seconds off.
Luke Jones, under center, will start the offensive drive for Monroe Central. He pitches it behind him, and that was a botched play right from the start. It went to number 81. That was Chris Obi. And now there's a Winchester player down on the field. So it looks like we might be taking a quick break here from Parker City, Indiana. We'll be right back on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net for the final minutes of this game.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And and a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monroe Central High School, where we've got a cramping situation for number 9 of Winchester. That's Colton Ruth, as he's going to get up under his own power and walk off. He was limping a little bit earlier. It looks like that cramp has been bothering him all night. But we do forget, it is Friday Night Lights. We often associate that with fall, but it is still very much the middle of August. The heat is a factor. First game of the year. These guys just got to stay hydrated, and safety, of course, comes to mind here with only about a minute left to play, and Monroe Central very much in control.
Well, I said it earlier that it would appear that Monroe Central would wear down Winchester, and it does seem that has been the case to a degree.
Absolutely. The physicality of Monroe Central has been unmatched in the second half. They have run the football with relative ease, as Jones is going to take the snap from under center. In the backfield is Case. And it looks like the Golden Bears are just going to kneel this one out. Looks like no timeouts upcoming from Winchester, and that is going to do it here from Monroe Central High School. The Golden Bears put on a show in the second half to put this game away. Final seconds here as they will head to the field for the handshake line. 30-14 is our final score. Luke Jones, Jeremiah Owen, and Ryland Case did the work on offense. The defense held strong. And Monroe Central gets it done at home here on week 1, IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Not a bad ball game to start the season. I mean, it appeared that Monroe Central was, I thought, pretty sloppy, particularly on defense. But they came up, they stepped up to the occasion and got those 2 picks when it counted. Hey, a win's a win.
The defense for sure took care of business in the second half. The offense also did their share to run up the score a little bit. So the Golden Bears and their fans are going to go home happy week 1, 1-0.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back with some scores after we pause for this timeout on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers.
Thank you.
Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have 0 to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
We welcome you back here once again to Monroe Central High School, where the Golden Bears took care of business here at home for their season opener of the 2022 Indiana High School football season against Winchester. 30-14 is the final score. Dominant performance in the second half for Monroe Central. Takes care of business. We couldn't have had a more beautiful night for football. It's
awesome.
a pleasure to join you. My name is Sam Niger. Steve Hartley is with me, and we thank you so much for joining us tonight on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. We hope to see you again next week.
Next week at Frankton, we'll have the Blackford-Frankton ball game, and I think Frankton, they were leading Tipton 14-13 at one point, and Blackford was blown out by, I believe, Jay County.
Yeah, Frankton defeated Tipton 14-13. That is the final now, and Jay County absolutely demolished Blackford 41-0. So that'll be an interesting matchup next week for our Central Indiana game of the week. As for some other scores, Greenwood Christian beat LaPel, Navarnberg 7-6. Delta and Muncie Central still in the fourth quarter right now, but it looks like Delta might take care of business up 26-14. Yorktown defeated Anderson 20-0. Clinton Prairie beat Westdale 46-6. Eastern Hancock finished off Alexandria Monroe by a score of 44-22. Madison Grant defeated Tri-Central. Shenandoah blew out Elwood. And Hamilton Heights defeated LaPel. For all of us here at IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, we want to thank you for joining us. Hope you will join us next week for the final time. My name is Sam Niger. With me tonight is Steve Hartley. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast and will join us next time.
Tonight's game on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net has been driven by Greg Hubler Ford, located at the corner of McGalliard and Nebo Road in Muncie, or visit them at greghublerauto.com. And brought to you in part by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. And by High Gear Marketing at highgearmktg.com. This has been a presentation of IndianaHighSchoolSports.net and High Gear Sports.
When you run the ball that much, you shouldn't be